Minglaba, Balagi, Salam, Bonjour, Mafiantahai. Hello students, I am still missing you. I've decided to do another story time for you. Today's story, we're going to learn some new words first, as we always do. Our first word is float. Some things float and some things sink. I have a glass of water. Let's find out what sinks and what floats. Ooh, look, I have a quarter. I wonder if it will sink or float. Let's find out. Ooh, it's at the very bottom. It sank. Next, I have a rock. I forgot one of my things. I have a rock. I wonder if it will sink or float. Let's find out. Ooh, that splashed. It sank all the way to the bottom. Next, I have a leaf. I wonder if that will float or sink. Let's find out. Look, it is floating on top of the water. Next, I have some ice. In our story, there's ice. Ice is frozen water. Let's see if it sinks or floats. Whoa, look, it floats. It's floating right at the top of the water. Float. After the story, if you'd like, you can find different things in your house and put them in water and see, do they sink or do they float? Next words are cookbook. This is a cookbook. This book does not have stories, it has recipes. Recipes are the directions on how to cook something. These are all different recipes. Recipes have a list of ingredients. Ingredients are what you put in your recipe. Each recipe lists the ingredients that you're going to put in what you're cooking. Do you like cookies? Today's story is about a cookie. I asked some of the students in our class, do they like cookies? And I found out that kids from Sudan like biscuit. I found out kids from Syria like mamul. I found out kids from Ethiopia like dabu kola. And here is what I found out from kids from Somalia.
Buskutka abu walad ciyaalka Soomaalida aad bay u jecel yihiin.
Well, today's story is about a cookie. It's a gingerbread cookie. Gingerbread cookies are made out of ginger. Most of you are familiar with ginger. Your mothers cook with it at home. Maybe they put it in your food, or maybe they put it in tea. It smells so good. Today's story is called Gingerbread Baby by Jan Brett. It was cold outside. It was warm inside. A fine day for making gingerbread, thought Maddie. There's Maddie. His mother put a blue bowl on the table for him and lit the stove. Here's the stove. There's his mother. She's lighting the stove. And Maddie took down a well-worn looking cookbook and opened up to the recipe that said Gingerbread Boy. They measured and they mixed, and Maddie rolled the cookie dough into the shape of a gingerbread boy, and they popped him in the oven. It said bake a full 8 minutes. No more, no less. Do not peek. Maddie listened to the clock. Tick tock, tick tock. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5. Maddie couldn't wait any longer. He opened the oven door to take a peek, but instead of a gingerbread boy, out jumped a gingerbread baby. The gingerbread baby danced around the big blue bowl. I am the gingerbread baby, fresh from the pan. If you want me, Catch me if you can. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread baby. I don't have one there. Maddie's mother reached for the... Maddie's mother reached for the gingerbread baby to put him back in the oven, but he ran all around the kitchen. The door opened, and in came Maddie's father. What's that delicious smell? He asked as the gingerbread baby tumbled through his legs and outside into the yard. There he goes. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread baby. He ran by the tabby cat. There's the cat. She twitched her tail and sprang at him, and they rumbled and tumbled. But the gingerbread baby came out on top. Look, there he is, riding the cat. He ran toward the garden wall. The dog caught a whiff of the tasty ginger and sniffed along behind him. There's the dog sniffing. The gingerbread baby was halfway up the wall when the dog caught up. He barked and barked, ruff, 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 but the gingerbread baby climbed over the wall. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread baby. Maddie was still inside. He heard his mother and father yelling. He heard a cat meowing and a dog barking. And he heard the gingerbread baby shouting, "Catch me if you can!" Maddie opened up the cookbook for a second time and looked at the recipe. Meanwhile, the gingerbread baby wheeled on out the path and onto the barn and somersaulted across the goats. The baby was too fast for them. Martha and Madeline were standing by the well to get water, and they tried to capture him, but they couldn't fool that gingerbread baby, and he ran away. After tying their hair together, look, they have their hair in braids, and the gingerbread baby tied their hair together. Back in the house, Maddie stirred and mixed and rolled the dough. He shaped it and put it in a pan and into the oven. Tick-tock, tick-tock. 8 long minutes. He didn't peek this time. "I will catch him if I can," said Maddie to himself. As the gingerbread baby was bouncing along, he saw a farm wagon ahead. Look, there's the farm wagon. He jumped in and settled down for a ride. The pig smelled the gingerbread and tossed her head in the air and opened her mouth. But the gingerbread baby jumped on her snout. Ouch! And got away. I am the gingerbread baby. I am too quick for mother and father, too fast for the dog and the goats and the cat, too clever for Martha and Madeline, too smart for Mama Pig. Who's left? Catch me if you can. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread baby.
اركض بأقصى سرعة ممكنة.
Feeling smug, very smart, the gingerbread baby strolled along by himself till he came to a bridge that crossed over to the village. Just as he got to the middle of the bridge, he heard running feet behind him, and he saw a crowd of villagers, of people ahead of him. The gingerbread baby was trapped. That means he can't get out. He jumped up into the railing, backflipped through the air, and landed on a chunk of ice floating in the river. Look, there's the gingerbread baby. He is floating on the ice. The ice is floating in the river. The ice bobbed along with the gingerbread baby, dancing on top and singing, "Look at me, and what do you see? The best gingerbread baby ever," until his feet got cold and he jumped ashore. But who was watching from the trees? Look, it is the fox. He crept up behind the gingerbread baby, ready to eat him up. But the fox couldn't help himself, and he licked his chops. And the baby heard him and ran as fast as he could. Run, run as fast as you can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread baby.
Run, أجري 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 بسرعة أجري بسرعة أجري بسرعة.
Just when the fox was catching up, the gingerbread baby saw the milk and cheese man with his cart of milk. That is the perfect hiding place, he thought, and he lifted the milk lid and lowered himself in. Ha ha hee hee, you'll never find me. The milkman heard the baby. Who's messing with my milk? He shouted and lifted the lid. But the gingerbread baby tweaked his nose and jumped off. Now, look, everybody is chasing the gingerbread baby. Look, there's the milkman and the girls and all the villagers and the pig and the goats and the farmer wagon and the dog and his parents. Everybody's chasing the gingerbread baby. The gingerbread baby entered the clearing. He couldn't believe what he saw. There, in the middle of the clearing, was a gingerbread house, frosted with sugar, covered with candy, and the doors with peppermint handles wide open. The gingerbread baby clapped his hands and ran right inside. Oh, look at all the villagers. They are wondering, where is the gingerbread baby? In a tick-tock, everyone arrived in the clearing, but all they saw was some crumbs and candy. The father exclaimed, "The gingerbread baby has met his match." So the father thinks that somebody caught the gingerbread baby. I wonder who it was, thought his mother. Let's go home and tell Maddie. Look, everybody thinks that somebody has eaten the gingerbread baby. There's just a few crumbs left. "Hello, Maddie," said father. "We never did catch that gingerbread baby. All we found were some crumbs in the snow." "I see you've been busy," said his mother, looking at the gingerbread house that Maddie was holding. "Too bad we never caught the gingerbread baby." "Too bad," said Maddie. Only Maddie could hear the tiny voice inside the gingerbread house. Do you guys want to see what is inside the gingerbread house? Let's find out. Here we go. Oh, look! It's the gingerbread baby! Maddie caught him. I'm the gingerbread baby, lucky as can be, living in the house that Maddie made for me. How did Maddie catch the gingerbread baby? How did he do that? Look, Maddie, he made a little gingerbread house for the gingerbread baby. All the other people and animals thought, oh, somebody'd eaten the gingerbread baby. But you know that's not true. You know where the gingerbread baby is. Maddie made a gingerbread house for his gingerbread baby. And there's the gingerbread baby right inside. Isn't that a fun story? I thought that was a fun story. So if you want to have some more fun with the gingerbread baby, you could make yourself a gingerbread house out of graham crackers. This is the easy way to do it. Make it nice and flat because it's hard to make the gingerbread house stand up. All you need is some graham crackers. And you can hold it together with some frosting. That's not frosting. Here we go. This is frosting. So you could use some frosting and some graham crackers to make yourself a little gingerbread house and decorate it with what you have at your house. Maybe you have some candy. I had some chocolate chips. Maybe you have some sprinkles. I have one little bottle of sprinkles. Maybe you have some marshmallows. I used marshmallows right here. I also had some raisins. Raisins work. So anything you have, you could decorate your own little gingerbread house made out of graham crackers. Also, if you'd like to make gingerbread cookies, they are pretty delicious. Oh, poor gingerbread baby, he doesn't have an arm now. Here is the recipe for gingerbread cookies. I hope you enjoyed the story. See you next time. Goodbye.